Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are here in the F-15. We're taking on a flanker, the classic matchup, F-15 Eagle versus flanker. The flanker flown by my friend Taco. Now this fight kind of reminds me a little bit of the MiG-15 F-86 fight. You know how equally matched those aircraft were. And now the F-15 and the flanker, Su-27 flanker or J-11 flanker, whatever variant of the flanker you want to talk about, they were also very equally matched when it comes to performance here into the one circle. And we're just going to use a little bit of the vertical just to make sure we don't cross his nose. Now, of course, this fight is, you know, like I said, we're so equally matched that I'm going to have to try to give myself an edge wherever I can. And in order to give myself that edge, I'm going to use differential thrust, split throttle, call it whatever you want to call it. But we're going to use it where the situation applies, of course. You can't just use it wherever. Right, basically slow speeds. When I need the aircraft to roll over, I'll use differential thrust. As you can see, we are still in the two circle here. And I am tremendously fast. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to go vertical. Yep, just take the fight vertical because I'm so fast. See if you can keep up with this. Just had the nose dumped for a little while there and the speed got away from me. Definitely a mistake, you know. You got to be careful of that. Getting too fast is just as bad as getting too slow. When you get too fast, you start making bigger and bigger turns. Your radius starts to increase, and that makes it easier and easier for your bandit to sit inside your circle. So you want to be super careful with that. In the vertical fight here, you can see he appears to be a little slow in the vertical as well. I'm actually going to come out of the vertical. And you see on his way down here, he's going to get nose on. We're going to have to dodge the nose here, climb a little. There we go. Rounds went right underneath. Go ahead and reverse that turn now. And that might have been a mistake. You don't often want to reverse into a one circle with a flanker. But I am using a little bit of differential thrust here. Very minor. And look at this. We got him out in front here. I'm on his 6. See, like the aircraft wants to roll the other way. I'm using differential thrust to keep it pointed the right way. We might be able to get a shot off here. There we go. Just got too slow. The differential thrust really makes a difference, man, when it comes to control. And it's so minor. Very, very subtle inputs in order to get that split throttle to work like that. Very cool. Splash 1 flanker. I often find myself surprised by the F-15's abilities in the one circle fight. right when you think, you know, right when you're in the F-15 and when you're fighting the F-15. It's surprising. The AOA that this thing, you know, pulls out of thin air at times is a little bit weird, especially when you're fighting it. Like, you'll see it go by, and then all of a sudden you'll see its nose just come, and it's unnerving how how fast the nose comes and takes shots at you in the F-15 sometimes. 2 circle at the merge here. A lot of people will watch these guns only fights and they'll say things like, why doesn't the flanker do the Cobra? Why doesn't he use his super maneuverability? These things don't really have a place in the guns only fight, to be honest with you. As soon as he uses the Cobra, you know, maybe in a last ditch defensive maneuver to prolong his life for more than 5 seconds, that makes sense. But during the fight, as soon as he uses the Cobra for whatever reason, he's just going to get himself too slow, and he's going to make himself a very easy target to get killed. He's going to dump all of his energy, essentially. The whole Cobra thing, like, that stuff, you know, maybe has a place in the Fox 2 arena. Even then, it's a little bit risky. If you miss that Fox 2 shot, you know, you're in big trouble, because the other guy's just going to come around and kill you because you're too slow. So, I don't know. In my opinion, the Cobra doesn't really have a place anywhere other than the air show, to be honest with you. It's hard to find a true application of it. Because again, it might seem like a good defensive maneuver or even a good offensive maneuver to make up some angles, but if you use it and you miss, it's almost game over for you at that point. Now this flanker has managed to get me slow, and working very hard to get him into the HUD, but I couldn't do it there. I'm kind of just sitting inside the circle, and he's using the vertical. You see this? He's identified the fact that I'm slow, and so he's used a bit of the vertical against me there. And it looks like he's going to continue to keep this fight in a vertical. Yeah, you see this? He's just over the nose the entire time. He's pulling away here. I know it looks like I can pull hard and get a shot at him, but I'm slow. If I pull really hard, I'm going to fall out of the sky. And there's no room for error. Look at how low we are. He's going to reverse that turn here. I'll go 1 circle with him. Let's see what happens. Alright. Alright, it does look like he's going to beat me in the 1 circle here. Might be able to get nose on, and I'm too slow. Yeah. I went into the 1 circle there and he got nose on, and I was too slow to do anything about it. Good kill. Splash 1 F-15. You know, we said I wanted to see what would happen. Well, that's what happened. Alright, one last round here just to settle the score, because it's 1-1 technically. And again, You know, very, very even fight between the flanker and the F-15. Really does come down to pilot error and, you know, one person's ability to rate fight versus the other. Definitely makes a big difference. Pilot skill, always going to be a huge factor. Aircraft, at the end of the day, the aircraft also kind of matters. You know, it's not just one or the other. But, of course, pilot skill is a huge factor. Into the merge here. 2 circle again. Alright, try to keep visual on them. And see if we can get a lock here. Got him. No need to avoid the nose that time. Alright, we might lose him in the clouds here. I'm going to go above the clouds, and I bet you he's going to go below. He did go below. Now it just matters who's going to find who first. Oh, there he is. Got him. Right there. What's up, man? Just trying not to get slow, trying to keep him in a 2-circle fight. Now he is, I can see the top part of his aircraft, which tells me he's not about to pull lead or anything like that. So I know I'm safe in that regard. He wants to keep it a vertical fight, it seems like. He's happy to continue this. I also don't mind it. In the F-15 I have good AOA. And look at this. The aircraft is slipping to the right here. I use differential thrust just to get her to come back to the left a little bit. Very slow speeds. Look at that. Differential thrust to roll the aircraft like that. And he tries to climb away because he can tell I'm slow, right? So he's like, alright, let's go. We gotta stay in the vertical to stay away from him. You see, he's kind of getting away from me. I'm gonna have to use differential thrust again to roll. Rudder. The nose on him. Let's give him a couple rounds here just to keep him guessing. If I can slot in on his 6, yeah, right here. Yeah, he didn't expect that, man. The Eagle just slotted in behind him like that. Alright. He is dead, right? I see 2 fires from both his engines. We might have to go around and kill him. Yeah, no, that's the ejection. Alright. Splash 1 flanker. Alright, great fight, great fight.